Hi, everyone. Welcome to part one of our comprehensive Amazon pay-per-click guide for 2024. My name is Vlad Gvozdic. I'm the owner and main account strategist at Hawkeye Digital. We're a small team of advertisers that focus on Amazon, and we work with clients of all sizes to get them success with Amazon pay-per-click. Without further ado, let's get started. So today we're going to be going over, in video one at least, we're going to be going over some keyword research, some campaign creation, as well as different campaign types. And then I'm actually going to be making a campaign for one of our clients. So let's hop into the client account that we'll be working with today. Okay. So before we do any campaign creation or anything like that, we're going to go over some keyword research. There are a few ways you can do keyword research, competitor research. You can use third-party products. You've got Helium 10, Jungle Scout, a bunch of them. You can use the actual Amazon campaign creation that I'm just going to briefly go over. It's probably the worst of the options. Or you can use Amazon's brand analytics, a little trick there that I'm going to show you in a second. But first, let's go over what it means to just use create a campaign. So today we're going to be making a campaign for one of our clients. It sells a gel seat cushion. So you add the product here. Don't worry about that. We're not going to be making this campaign live. I'm just going to show you what it exactly means to use Amazon's keyword targeting here. So you can see when you add a product and you set your targeting to manual, Amazon will give you a bunch of ideas for keywords here. And I'll go over this in a bit more detail down the line, but for now, just know that this is a great start. You can use this. It will give you some good ideas. It'll give you a suggested bid. I do not recommend using this suggested bid right off the bat. You can very often get away with, especially if you're a new seller, half of this potentially. So just know that this is there. This is available. It's very simple. You can get a campaign up and running very quickly. So if this isn't such a great option to do for keyword research, what are the others? Like I mentioned before, this is the simplest. This is the quickest to get set up. It doesn't require any knowledge of any other products. You just plug and play basically. But probably the simplest way to get started to do comprehensive, more complex keyword research is actually still on Amazon. So I'm going to do that in just 1 second. We would go over to Seller Central here. And then we would navigate to Growth, Product Opportunity Explorer. Search by keyword or ASIN. So if we're doing a gel cushion, we can do gel cushion. Go from niche view to ASIN view. And now here you've got a bunch of ASINs that are selling and appearing for gel cushion. You can also go to niche view. It will give you a bunch of different keywords here as well. However, they're not necessarily related exactly to this. Like you can see heel pads, infant car seat inserts. So if you go to ASIN view, you get a better idea of what exactly people are ranking for, competitors are ranking for this keyword. And you can see here we've got about 1,000 results. That's way too many. So what we want to do is filter the results down. This particular client is selling his product for $40-ish, I believe, $42, $43. So we would go average price from $30 to $50. And that gives us a much better idea of how many products we've got here. So what we do now is we would download this into an Excel file here. And let me bring that over here. So now we've got an Excel file with a bunch of competitor ASINs. So you can see these guys here, Comfy Life, Kismotic, they're all getting about 500,000 clicks per year. And their sale price is fairly close to our product here. This is a fairly important column. So BSR, bestseller rank. Basically what this says is, in this category of office furniture and lighting, furniture accessories, back and seat cushions, so back and seat cushions, what is the bestseller? What's my ranking in that category? So for Comfy Life here, they're number one. for Gizmotic here. They're number 17. What I like to do when there's more than 100 products here, so more than 100 ASINs, is do this. But in this case, it doesn't matter too much, but I'll still show you why. So you do that. And then basically what you do here is copy paste these ASINs, go back to Seller Central, go to Brands, Brand Analytics, choose Search Analytics, top search terms, change the reporting range from weekly to monthly, select the most recent month you've got access to, so in this case it would be January 2024. Paste the products in here, refine the results, and there you go. You've got a ton of search terms here. How many is that? 5 pages of search terms, so a few hundred search terms. Search frequency, you've got top clicked brands, top clicked categories, the product titles that are top clicked, the conversion share, the click share, and yeah, a ton of data there. So what we do is generate a download here as well. I've actually already done this, so I'm just going to go to Download Manager, click the most recent one, monthly, download that, and there we go. Here are the search terms. So we've got 110 search terms to start with. Search through this, and these are the search terms that are actually relevant to the people that are doing the most sales in this niche. So you've got coccyx cushion for tailbone pain, wheelchair cushion, butt cushion, gel seat cushion for long sitting, sciatica pillow, tailbone cushion. You've got a ton of keywords here. Again, very important to look through the keywords as well here, just like if you're doing the Amazon campaigns method, because you've got stuff like FSA. No idea what that is. We can just remove that right away. Mobility aids, another keyword we can remove. You can do it that way. You can do it when you're already creating the campaign. Very important to look through office products, another one that you want to remove. Very, very important. If there's one thing you learn from this, it's that you really need to go through any keyword research you do in a third party, on Amazon, whatever you're doing, you have to look through and see what you're looking to bid on, because if you're looking, if let's say you had bid on office products here, if we remove this, office products, well, you're bidding on a keyword that's so broad and so unrelated to what you're doing, it's just going to bleed you money. So make sure the campaign is set up for success. Make sure that everything that you're bidding on makes sense to bid on. Don't be lazy. Everlasting Comfort, that might be a brand name. It is a brand name. You can keep it. You don't have to keep it. Brand names, if you're just starting out, probably not a good idea to bid on brand names, especially if you don't have too many reviews, and they do. So you can remove the brand names, anything like Comfy Life. You can see the brand names here. You can even negative out the brand names. I'll talk about negative keywords in a bit. But yeah, this is another simple example of how to do keyword research. So that's 2 out of 3. For the third, we're going to be using a third-party tool. You can use any third-party tool you want, really. The one we use is ZonGuru. ZonGuru. So log in here. There we go. Listing optimization, keywords on fire. And I've already set it up here for the gel seat cushion, but I'm going to just show you how to do it. You don't have to name the session anything, but you would hit create session. You have a few options here on how to get some keywords. You can do a search here. So you can do a gel cushion search in the United States. And then you can go down here and select the products that make sense, like that, or you just go down, do that, and then you have 25 that you can add. Or what you can do is you hit add ASINs here. You go back to the initial ASIN Explorer that you downloaded here. You choose the ones that have the highest search click count, and then you get 25 of them. So from 7 to 32, you enter these ASINs here. I think I did one extra. Add listings, And there you go. You've got 25 out of 25 listings added. You hit run session. And what that will do is that'll give you just exactly what I did here. So it'll give you keyword analysis. It'll give you a whole bunch of options here for what keywords you can bid on. There's ZG score, which is basically a value of including the keyword in your listing, or in our case, including the keyword in your campaigns. Yeah, it gives you the search volume. It gives you the top 3 clicks, how many units are generally sold in the top 25, a whole bunch of ratings. What I would do in this case is, once again, export to CSV here. And here we go. We've got 500 keywords, I believe. Yeah. So tons of keywords, tons of options. Again, you can use this on broad, phrase, or exact. And here is how you would do that. So if we're looking to create a campaign, we would go back to Amazon, go to Campaign Manager, hit Create Campaign. You can choose your campaign type. Real brief rundown of the campaign types. Sponsored products are the most popular campaign type. So now that you've got some preliminary keyword research, we can start talking about the different campaign types available on Amazon. If you're a brand registered seller, you've got access to all of these campaign types here: sponsored product, sponsored display, sponsored brand, and sponsored TV. This is as of February 12th, 2024. And I'm going to go into more detail about what these campaign types are. But if you're not brand registered, the only campaign type you'll have access to is sponsored products. The difference between these is in placement, different creative types, as well as a few other things I'll go into in a few minutes. But we can get started with sponsored products here. So to create a campaign, you would hit continue. Basically, that'll take you to the campaign creation screen you saw briefly earlier when I was showing you how to do some preliminary keyword research on Amazon. But yeah, there are 2 types of campaigns, 2 types of targeting for sponsored products. There's automatic targeting and there's manual targeting. For automatic targeting, basically you pick a product. So let's go with the seat cushion we've been working with. And if you wanted to do automatic targeting, what that means is basically you're letting Amazon take all the information it has about this ASIN, all the stuff that's in your listing. So if we go to the listing here, you see all of this here about this item, all your keywords in the title, all your keywords in here. Amazon uses its AI to decide what the best keywords are, what the best ASINs are for it to bid on. You do have some control over targeting, but much less than on manual targeting. So you can just set a default bid here, or you can set bids by targeting group. Targeting group just means basically, for example, close match is somebody searching up gel seat cushion. That would be close match. Loose match would be somebody searching for something like comfortable sitting cushion. Substitutes would be somebody searching for like pillows, gel pillows, memory foam pillows for sitting, sitting donuts, stuff like that. And complements would be somebody searching for a product that complements this product, like something that gives Amazon an idea that they might have some back issues, some back pain, some lower back pain, that they would benefit from this. There is a benefit to automatic targeting, and there is definitely a place for it in your campaign stack. The biggest benefit, there are 2 really big benefits. The biggest one is you get away with much lower bids. So it says suggested bid low, the range of 67 cents to $1.34. If your goal is ROAS, so you're looking for profitable sales, I would say for close match, you can probably get away with something like 60 cents, maybe even lower. For loose match, I tend to be even less aggressive, just go under that. And experiment with the bids, experiment with how low you can go while still getting decent impressions, especially if your budget is, maybe $10, $20 a day. you can experiment a lot with the bid and see, how low can I get away while still getting impressions, still getting sales. The second benefit for automatic targeting is ASIN mining. So basically, running ads on automatic will also make you eligible, make your product eligible to show up on ASIN pages. And you can also do that for a lower cost per click. Once again, I'll go into more about what ASIN targeting means, but just know that in automatic, you can do some research on what ASINs are getting the most traction, what ASINs are the most popular, what get the most search volume on them, and place your product there for a cheaper price than you would with manual targeting. So that brings us into manual targeting for sponsored products. If we swap over here, you've got two options. You can do keyword targeting or you can do product targeting. Keyword targeting is what I briefly showed you before. The keyword research we went over, you would either do the keyword research here, or you would, let's do it like that. Interesting that there's no related keywords, but irrelevant. We did our own keyword research. So if we wanted to create a campaign here, we would go here. We would take these keywords here, and you can add the keywords right away and then go through them at will and remove them from here. Just scroll down, or you can just remove them here, or you can remove them in the actual Excel file. But again, very, very important when you're doing keyword bidding to check the keywords that you're bidding on. Something like egg sitters, something I would remove. Check the keywords you're bidding on. Make sure that they make sense for your product. You know your product pretty well. When we work with clients, we get to know their products very well. It's very, very important to know the product you're selling in order to have the most relevant keywords. You can put it on broad, you can put it on phrase, you can put it on exact. You can do all of them. What we like to do is create an ad group for broad, so it'll be a broad ad group. And then we would do broad here, just like we did here. And then we would create another ad group with the same keywords on phrase, and then another ad group with the same keywords on exact. That's not mandatory. You can just do it on phrase. You can just do it on broad. But do know that on broad, you are going to be getting a lot of keywords that aren't necessarily too relevant to you. It is more for casting a wider net. You're already doing pretty well on Amazon. You're getting sales, and you're just looking to increase your bestseller rank. You're just looking to get more exposure for necessarily a lower ROAS. So that's keyword targeting. So that brings us to product targeting. If you wanted to do product targeting, you would select product targeting here. You have the option of doing categories. So the category that your product's in, back cushions and seat cushions in this case, you can choose individual products where you can use the suggested ones that Amazon suggests. You can search them up by product name or ASIN. So you can do something like gel cushion and then get an idea of things that you want to bid on yourself. You can enter a list if you have a list of competitor ASINs. You can upload a list. I would recommend you download the CSV template first to show you how to upload the list. Or one thing you can do that I would recommend if you're a fairly new seller and you don't necessarily want to go too broad, go to categories here, hit refine. And basically you can tell that, so we're selling this product for $47.99. And choose a price range. So if you only want to advertise on products that are between, let's say, $40 and $50 or $40 plus, that have 0 to 4 stars. So we've got 4.5 stars. And basically that gives us 104 to 173 products. We hit that add, and then we choose a bid here. That's one option. It allows you to kind of refine the products you're targeting. The reason you would do that, again, if you can see this product has 54.5 star reviews for $47.99. If we do decide to target all of these guys, like you can see these Select Soma, they're the top dog here. They sell it for $37. They've got more reviews, four and a half reviews, over 7,000 of them, cheaper price. These guys have a very similar amount of reviews. Sorry about that, but much lower price. Again, tons of reviews, lower price, tons of reviews about the same price. You can do it manually, or you can just refine it here. Like you can go down here and see this guy here, 75 reviews, 4 stars, $49.99. That would be an option for sure. Expanded versus exact. Expanded just gives Amazon kind of like automatic. It gives them more. You can see here it does complements, substitutes, other products that are related to this product. I usually do exact when I'm running these. It's just easier to have control. The reason we're doing manual targeting is to have control over the products we're running. But yeah, doing it like this saves you some time. You can also do it manually. You can use third-party tools once again. But again, I wouldn't necessarily start with product targeting right off the bat. That's where automatic targeting comes in. You'll get an idea of products that your customers are looking for through automatic targeting, and then you can see actually your performance on those products for a lower cost per click than this. Definitely a lower cost per click than this. And actually, if we go into an existing campaign, I can show you what that looks like. So I definitely do use automatic campaigns. At Hawkeye, automatic campaigns are keyword mining, ASIN mining. You can see our gel cushion automatic campaign here. We've got one product in here, ROAS of 4.59 in the last 30 days. Then we go to search terms, spend, filter by most spent. You can see that there's a bunch of products here. You've got gel seed cushion as a keyword, cost per click of 98 cents. You've got this ASIN here, cost per click of 87 cents, about half of what it was in the bid on manual. You've got these guys here. This is one of the ones that are definitely candidates for removal. I would say it's still too few clicks. A good rule of thumb is if you look at the spend compared to your product price in terms of removing a keyword or negating out a keyword or an ASIN, if you would get a sale now, what would your ACoS be? Or what would your ROAS be if you prefer? So if we were to get a sale now for our $45 product, our ROAS would be about 4 to 4.5. So still no reason to negative this out. Whereas if we would get a sale, if our product was like $10 and we spent $10 already and we haven't gotten a sale, then maybe it's something to think about negativing out. And of course, if it's not a relevant product, if it's not something that makes sense to advertise on and not a relevant keyword, then we would remove it. But this is where you would get an idea of what products you might want to get some more control over by doing manual targeting. And yeah, that's basically sponsored products. That's the bread and butter of Amazon. That's everyone should be running a sponsored product campaign, no matter how big of a brand you are. So let's go to sponsored brands, which is when you really start to get into more complicated Amazon campaigns, more into brand building, more into brand retention, brand awareness. So for sponsored brands, you've got a bunch of options. There's goals. There's automated bidding, so you can allow Amazon to automatically change your bids. You've got a ton of options here. Basically, unless you're a very large brand, I would always stick with drive page visits. Automated bidding, you can experiment with it, but I usually leave it on. Now here, your ad format basically depends on where the click will lead them to. So product collection means it's a collection of products, basically products that you choose. They'll have like a simple landing page. Usually you want to group the products together. Store Spotlight, you can actually choose to target your store. So if you have an Amazon store, you can drive traffic through sponsored brands to your store, or video. And that's basically, again, you can drive traffic to your store on Amazon through a video, but the format of the ad isn't a product collection like this. It's a video that you upload. So for example, if we do this, use keywords, again, keyword or product targeting, and then you would upload a video. So the simplest format here is product collection. You can, again, choose your landing page to be a store. I would not recommend that. Your goal generally when you're a small to medium seller is sales. So I would pick landing page. And then you would do something like, you do need to pick three or more products for the landing page. So the gel seat cushion isn't an option here, but we've got some pillows here that we can do. Basically, they're ergonomic pillows for back shoulder pain. So yeah, you choose the products and we hit preview your landing page. So basically this is how it would look like when they click your ad. This is what it would look like for them. The landing page they go to, they can click here, they can add to cart, they can click it here, and then that'll take them here. They can click here, and that'll just change the one that they're looking at. They can preview it, and they can see all details, which will take them to the actual ASIN page. One important thing to note, what is changing on Amazon in the next few months, you're going to have to make custom images here. So your landing page will no longer be able to use these images. So if we hit preview your landing page again, you won't be able to just use listing images. Amazon is going to start requiring you to do different images, custom images. You can see here, custom images required. We do have a custom image. So this is the custom image here. You can see here, learn about new requirements. So existing ads without custom images will be rejected after May 31st, 2024. Something that we do for a lot of our clients is we'll either use the custom images they have, or we'll get custom images set up with them. Fairly easy to do on Amazon with their new AI system. So that's something that we also do. In terms of bidding, keyword targeting, you can use the same keywords that you did keyword research on. Again, broad, phrase, and exact, same thing. You can enter the list, you can upload a file. One thing to note is that there is no automatic targeting on sponsored brands. It's just not available. But yeah, that's how you would set up a simple sponsored brand campaign in terms of product collection. Store spotlight. You choose a store, again, choose the keywords. I would recommend, if you've got search volume on your store or you sell very specific things, then I would consider doing a store spotlight. Otherwise, I tend to stay away from it for sellers that are spending under like 50 to 100,000 a month, just because it's not going to drive the revenue that those sellers need to grow. And then we get to my favorite sponsored brand ad type, and that is video. Basically, same thing as product collection, except you only have the maximum number of products of one. And then you, again, keyword targeting, no automatic targeting or product targeting. Same thing. You can refine it once again. You can do the same thing that we did in sponsored products, but your ad creative will be a video. So here's an example of a sponsored brand video campaign. You can see sponsored brand started December 9th, 2023, ad group called Broad. So we're bidding on Broad here. And then you can see the ads here. You can hit manage creative. And basically this is the creative as it'll appear in different formats. Basically it's a video of the product, someone using the product, someone explaining the product. The main thing to keep in mind is it needs to be under 45 seconds in length, or it just won't be able to be uploaded. There are a few other creative things you have to keep in mind when you're uploading a video, but Amazon will give you all that information when you're setting it up. In terms of targeting, everything's the same. You can see we've got keywords here: bolster pillow for legs, knee wedge pillow to elevate knee, as well as the bidding. In terms of search terms, you get everything the same. You get the same idea here. This is a bit more of an aggressive campaign. This is a brand new product that they launched last year. So this is a product that we're going aggressive to launch, and then tapering down on aggressiveness to maintain the position that we gain in the first three to 4 months of launch. But yeah, that's sponsored brand video. So let's go over to campaigns again, and we'll jump into sponsored display. Sponsored display is going to be the first campaign type that we've looked at that isn't keyword based or product ASIN based. So you can see you hit sponsored display, create campaign. There's a few optimization strategies. You can optimize for reach, you can optimize for page visits, or you can optimize for conversions. Reach is billed by cost per 1,000, so 1,000 viewable impressions. Basically, if you've ever run Facebook ads or Instagram or TikTok ads or YouTube ads, it's billed the same way. Page visits, it'll optimize for people visiting the page. Conversions, it'll optimize for people buying, making the purchase. Basically, you can set this bid here. It's kind of like cost control. It lets you set the max. It lets you. So basically, this is their version of cost per click or cost control. If you set $1 here, it won't go above a dollar cost per click. Format, you can choose an image, you can choose a video. It can go to product detail page, which is basically just the product. Like this is a product detail page here. It can go to the store, so like your store, and then it can go to like a bestsellers, cervical pillows, seat cushions, deals, or whatever you want to choose. Video, you can go to, again, store or product detail page. What the real difference here is the targeting. Targeting is very similar to Facebook targeting, very similar to YouTube targeting, where it's audience-based, it's contextual-based. So, for example, similar to advertised products, basically what this means is products that are similar to yours, your ad would appear. So if we were to upload a video here, let's say we do this, we add a video, it'll be appearing on products similar to the advertised product, which is this product. That's a contextual targeting. You can do the categories here. You can refine it once again. Do be sure to check the categories. Don't just add them all, because you can see like it gives the back cushions and seat cushions, but it also gives toilet flappers, toilet seats, two-piece toilets. I don't know why it does that, but yeah, hitting this, never a good idea on Amazon. That's contextual targeting. Not something I tend to do too much of. Audience targeting is what I'll focus on most for sponsored display. Amazon audiences are kind of like Facebook audience segments. Basically, you've got people who are, you can see that they buy specific types of Amazon brands, their shopping behavior types. They might be interested in bulk. They might be considered affluent. They might be considered bargain hunters. They might have bought recently. You have a ton of options here. It's actually, it can get fairly overwhelming if you're just starting out. But what I would recommend if you're just starting out an Amazon display campaign, I would go back to all and I would do some views remarketing. So you would basically be looking at people to remarket to people who are seeing your advertising. So people have dealt with your ads, clicked your ads, and then not bought. You can keep similar to advertised products if you want. You don't have to. I tend to just do advertised products. People who've bought, people who've seen it. Fairly simple retargeting campaign is what you want to do to get started. But for more complicated type of campaigns, for more brand discovery, brand development campaigns, you have a lot of options. You've got like life events, people who moved in the last few months, people who are traveling soon, people who are getting married, people who bought a vehicle recently, people who are new parents. You can add these things and it'll give you Amazon's potential reach. Yeah, you've got a lot of options with Amazon sponsored display. It's not one of those things I would spend too much time on unless you're a fairly confident seller. We'll probably make a video on that down the line, talk about how this can be used. But just know that the main thing you want to use this as a fairly new seller, as someone who's just getting started on Amazon, would be for remarketing. So you want to remarket to sellers, to buyers who already bought your products or who have seen your products or who haven't necessarily taken that purchase step yet. So you would do this. You can do a different look back. You can do 7, 14, 30, 60, or 90 days. I tend to do 14 days. Just through experimentation, we've noticed that 30 days is a little too long, 7 days is a little too short, everything else is just way too long. Unless your products are very expensive, you don't want to go too long. And unless they're very cheap, you don't want to go too short. But yeah, so you would do this. And yeah, that's sponsored display. I'm not going to spend too much time on it in this video. I'm going to do a follow-up video that's sponsored display specific that'll go over all of these options, all of the stuff that you need to know about how to run them properly, how to set them up, how to test them, and then how to optimize them as you go. And yeah, so after sponsored display, we get to the newest campaign ad type, which is sponsored TV. Sponsored TV, again, brand new. You can choose a product here. So let's go with the gel cushion. Before anything, I would not recommend sponsored TV for sellers that are spending under probably 50,000 a month in ad spend. This is really when you've maxed out all the other campaign types. You're running sponsored products 24/7. You're running sponsored brands of all the different targeting types. You've got sponsored brand video. You've got sponsored brand headlines. You've got all that. And you're just looking for ways to get your brand out there, to get people to recognize you, to remember you. You're basically, what this does is, sponsored TV ads, when someone's watching Amazon Prime Video or someone's watching some Amazon partners, your ad will run during their TV. So this is kind of like YouTube ads, but on Amazon. Your creative, here are the guidelines for your video creative. This is video only, so it is going to run. It'll basically interrupt people watching TV, so you have to be very cognizant of that fact. You want it to be amusing. You want it to be interesting. It kind of, think Super Bowl ad, think like old TV ads, think like cable ads. It can be pretty cheap for 1,000 views, but they're also not going to be engaged shoppers. They're not going to be people looking to buy right away. So keep that in mind. You can definitely experiment this. You can target by content interest. So people, since this is going to be appearing mostly on Amazon Prime, you can target people who are like into action adventure. You can target people who are into sports, talk shows, or you can target people who are in market categories such as the category that you're in. You can also target by searching content or interest. But again, wouldn't recommend sponsored TV for anyone who hasn't really maxed out the other ad types and is just looking to branch out and get as much recognition and kind of views on Amazon as they possibly can. So that's been a quick breakdown of the 4 different campaign types on Amazon. I've definitely spent more time talking about sponsored products and sponsored brands than the other 2. I am planning to make a video breaking down sponsored display and sponsored TV in a more comprehensive fashion. But for the sake of time, in this video at least, we're going to be spending a lot more time focusing on a sponsored product campaign that we're going to get started on in a few minutes here. Now that we've got an idea of different campaign types as well as some keyword research, we can actually get started making the campaign. So we go to create a campaign. For this campaign, we're going to go with sponsored products. I'm going to choose the seat cushion. I'm going to name our ad group phrase because we'll be making a phrase match keywords for this ad group. Choose manual targeting. Keyword targeting here, you have the option of using the keyword research you did before from a third-party tool on Amazon using brand analytics, or you can just use these keywords. I'm going to go over to the keywords that I got from ZonGuru, which is the third-party tool we use. I'm going to go copy this, enter the list, up top, remove this, choose phrase, and you can use suggested bid. You need to be very careful because sometimes the suggested bid will be something in the range of like $10 plus. In this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a custom bid of $1.95. Add keywords, and see, you can't actually use special characters. So I'm going to remove this, add the keyword, And yeah, now it comes time to start looking through these keywords and seeing, okay, does this make sense for the product that we're selling? IS here, what this means is if you're already running ads, this will show your impression share. So this is your impression share for this product for gel cushions for pressure relief, 0.3%, 0.01%, 4.94%, 4.52. So let's get started removing keywords that might not make sense. You can also do that in the Excel file, but for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to do it in here. So we're looking at this all makes sense, gel seat cushion, totally fine. You can change your keyword bids here, especially if it's a much broader keyword, like gel cushion is a fairly broad keyword. So I'm actually going to go lower here, 76 cents on the lower end of this suggested bid range. Gel cushion for sitting, gel seat cushion for wheelchair. I'm going to go lower here. Gel pressure relief cushion, purple seat cushion, desk chair cushion. I'm actually going to remove this. And seat cushion for office chair, sciatica pain relief pillow. I'm going to remove that. You can also negative out pillow if that's something that you want to do. If in this case you're not comfortable bidding on that keyword, but so far remove egg sitter, gel chair cushion, tailbone pain relief cushion, gel foam seat cushion. This is on the cusp of being removable. Wheelchair cushions for seniors, perfectly fine. Cooling gel seat cushion, perfectly fine. Buttocks cushion, I'm going to remove. Kismotic is a brand name. They're a fairly popular brand name. I don't think we're ready to compete with them, so I'm going to remove that brand name. Cushion, soft seat cushion, wheelchair seat cushion, Medline balance cushion. I'm going to be removing this as well. Avon gel wheelchair seat cushion. You'll see before I launch the campaign, I'm also going to be negativing out a lot of the competitors for this campaign. This campaign is going to be solely focused on phrase match keywords for driving revenue, driving profitable ROAS sales. So we're not going to be doing any competitors, any incredibly broad targeting, just very focused keywords from the keyword research that we've done. Wheelchair seat pad, remove. Gel seat cushion for hip pain, fine. Gel cushion for chairs, gel chair pad, remove. And again, you might think that I'm being a little too liberal removing these keywords, but your goal, especially when you're a fairly new seller, isn't necessarily to get the most volume, to be visible at all times, to get the most visibility or the most clicks, the most impressions. Your goal is to get profitable sales, on longer tail keywords that make sense for your brand, that you want to rank for, because really the goal of PPC, the goal of advertising on Amazon, is to get the sales velocity, boost your rankings to that first page, so that along with your profitable ROAS, you can also get sales organically that you don't have to pay for, that are pure profit for you. So we're just going to go down and do this. You can see this is a fairly involved process, but if you want it done properly, you need to be very involved in the process here. You need to take a look at what you're bidding on, especially when you do bulk keyword research. Like you can see, I just removed car seat. Definitely not a keyword you want to bid on. Definitely not something you would want to appear for. So incredibly broad, has so many different variations. It would be something that you would completely bleed money for. So yeah, we keep going. Wheelchair accessories, far too broad. Honeycomb seat cushion, could be, but not necessary for this campaign. Claudina, gel butt cushion, semi-truck accessories, also no. And if you do miss something, don't worry too much about it. It's important. We'll go over that in the following video. If you do miss something, you should keep an eye on your keywords when you're actually running ads, when you're getting clicks, when you're getting sales, and you should be actively maintaining your campaigns there and making sure that everything makes sense. Like, it's possible that some of these keywords, even though they make sense, are going to be end up being very unprofitable for you. They're going to be costing you money, so we would exclude that down the line. But when you're creating the campaign, try to do as much as possible to remove any obviously irrelevant, obviously unprofitable keywords right off the bat. Save yourself some time in the long run. So we're going to keep going down here. You can see like back pain is a keyword, not ideal to bid on. Pilonidal cyst cushion, potential, but we're going to exclude that for now. Exclude some more stuff. You can see we're about halfway done. So in the interest of time, I'm going to come back here when I've excluded all of these keywords. Okay, so we've removed all the excess keywords. Now what I like to do is, you can do this from here or you can do it with bulk sheets, but what I like to do is look through the suggested bids and go down and do the ones that are, apply the ones that are lower than the bid we chose. So we chose $1.95, so we're going to go down and apply the bids that are lower than that and leave the ones that are higher. Again, you can do this in bulk sheets with bulk uploads after you've launched the campaign, but for this video, I'm going to do it this way, and then I'll show you how to do bulk uploads and bulk sheets in a later video. I think that'll be part 3, so stay tuned. So we'll do that really quickly, and you can see I've removed over 100 keywords of stuff that is not relevant. So we'll just do this really quickly. The idea here is you're trying to find not the floor of your bidding, but you're trying to find a healthy mix of aggressive bids as well as profitable bids. So you can see that some of the, like, this is why we don't do suggested bid, and this is why we don't click apply all, because you've got some keywords that, you know, for a $40 product, they want you to pay upwards of $4 or $5, sometimes even $10. You'll see in a second, and that's just not advisable or profitable for anyone, but maybe even the biggest sellers are probably losing money if they're doing it like that. So we want to be very careful with the keywords we make, the bids we make. You can see purple simply seat cushion, $10 bid. If you had hit apply all, you would be bidding $10 on this phrase. You need to have a conversion rate of 1 in 4 to just break even on this for a $10 click. Very unlikely to happen. Easy to burn money. So be careful when you're making the campaign, or at least if you do it this way, make sure you take a look at things on a daily basis, which is what we do for our clients. You should be looking at this every day. Maybe not, you don't want to be obsessive about it. You don't want to be staring at it and watching the numbers move in real time, but you do want to take a look and see, you know, what's going on. Are our impressions going down? Because bids do change, especially when you're doing manual bidding. Bids do change, even outside of stuff like Prime Day, the holidays. Competitors can get more aggressive, less aggressive. So paying attention to your bids ensures that you're not leaving any money on the table. So we're basically down to here, down to the end here. And so our goal with this campaign is to get a simple, comprehensive campaign with the best possibility of success. Nothing too special. No crazy competitor targeting, no crazy ideas behind broad keywords or anything like that. Just a standard, simple campaign where you've done the keyword research, you understand the product, and you're looking to get in front of potential buyers. So we're basically coming to the end here. When that's done, I'm going to go ahead and do some negative keywords to start this campaign off. So for this campaign, I'm going to want to exclude all the competitors that we did research on initially in that brand analytics page. So if we go back to the Excel file here, you can see that there's a bunch of brands here that you've got. So top click brand 1, top click brand 2. top click brand 3. So I'm actually going to use all of these top brands, competitors that we probably don't want to compete against, and I'm going to add them as negative phrase here. Important note here, if you are doing this, take a look at what their keywords are, what the actual brand names are. Sometimes they'll have important keywords in them that you don't necessarily want to exclude on phrase. Then you can exclude it in a different way or just leave it. But something like purple, you don't want to exclude just the keyword purple. And yeah, very, very important to look at that, to notice that what you're looking to exclude does need to make sense. So remove the purple stuff. Because if you exclude the keyword purple on phrase, if anyone looks for something like purple seat cushion, your ad won't show up, even though that might be a relevant keyword. So we're going to do that. I missed the purple. Here, everything makes sense. So there we go. We've got a very simple campaign set up, 380 keywords added. They're all logical keywords. They're all keywords that make sense for the product that we're selling. They're all keywords that prospective buyers search up. We can see in the keyword research we did here, the search volume. So if we go from highest to lowest, the highest search volume is car seat, which is one of the stuff we've removed. Seat cushion, 100,000 searches, and then all the way down to very specific gel seat cushion for long sitting pressure relief, 494 searches. 20-inch wheelchair cushion for 194 searches. So we've got a very comprehensive campaign here. We've got, I wouldn't say too aggressive bidding, but we've got fairly aggressive bidding. This is a good selling product. This is a product that is gaining traction, is very close to the first page. So we want to drive sales to this product. So you can see here the forecast. You're not actually going to see the forecast until you add a budget, and it'll only show the forecast for the suggested bids. So we're going to go down here, name the campaign Hawkeye gel seat cushion. No competitors. Manual. Your naming convention, fairly important. You want to have a naming convention that makes sense, that tells you what the campaign is, what the product is. Some people use ASINs. Gets very complicated, especially if you got more than one. You know, if this was like a B0JY and then another campaign was B0GY, much easier to just put like gel seat cushion. This is the theme of the campaign, no competitors, because we negatived out the competitors. Manual, because it's a manual campaign. And then we'll go keyword targeting. Budget, we're going to set a $20 daily budget, and you can see we'll get some forecasts here. Don't worry about the forecasts. Generally, nothing to think about there. It's just Amazon's idea. It could be more, it could be less. But yeah, so take a last look here. We've got pretty good keywords. We've got some negative keywords here. We've got budget, and it's time to launch the campaign. So when you launch the campaign, you have a few options. Your best option is to, you've got about an hour to wait until it's eligible to receive impressions. It'll very often be quicker than that. But one thing you can do, one thing we like to do, especially for campaigns that we're looking to get fairly aggressive in, is to edit the campaign, go to ad groups, take the total targets that we've got here, download all the keywords we have here. So we're going to download these keywords, make sure that they're all there. They're all there. Do that. And then we're going to go create another ad group. Going to name it exact. Use the exact same targeting on exact match. we're going to do a lower bid. So if we did $1.95 for that, we're going to do, let's say, $1.11 for this one. And make sure you remove keyword if you did it the way I did it. And negative targeting, we're going to go negative phrase once again. You can do the same thing you did before with the competitors, or you can just copy the negative keywords from your campaign that you've already done. I'm just going to do it this way really quickly. Take a look that everything's fine. Great. Take a look that everything's fine here. Do that. And there you go. You've got a campaign with two ad groups, one exact, one phrase. You can do the same thing for broad. In this case, I'm not going to. Again, we're not looking to get very aggressive yet. If you've got an established brand, if you're already selling a decent amount, if you're already on the first page, maybe you're in the middle of the first page, and your goal is to get to top 1, 2, or 3, then I would recommend doing another broad ad group here to get as much volume as possible, as much sales velocity. But in this case, that's not what I'm going to do. So we're going to be monitoring this campaign for the next a few hours, see if there's anything off that's not working, if Amazon throws any errors or anything like that. But very likely it will just start. Let me just go filter by active status, enabled only. And where is our new campaign? It is, here it is. Move that, there it is. Thanks for watching part 1 of our Amazon PPC guide for 2024. In part 2, we're going to be going over how to optimize your existing campaigns, how to use the data generated to make the right decisions and make your campaigns better and better week after week. If you guys are having any trouble with your advertising on Amazon, feel free to shoot a comment down below or click the link in the description to go to our website and book a call to speak with either myself or one of my team members, where we'll go over how we can help you do better on Amazon this year and every year after that.